Good afternoon. Today I'm going to show you how you would actually enter continuing respiratory care education credits into the AARC website. The AARC is pretty much the leader in the industry as far as governing bodies for respiratory care. As a respiratory therapist, certainly in the state of Illinois, you are required to have 24 continuing education credit hours per 2 years. Other states are going to vary. But I'm going to walk you through how you would actually enter those education credits into the website so that they actually will keep a log of your CRCEs as well. So then you don't have to worry about having as much paper. So as you can tell, I've already gone to the aarc.org website, and I'm going to go ahead and sign in. So when I sign in, it's going to ask me for my ID, and then I'm going to go ahead and enter my password. And now it's going to give me full access to this website because I'm a member. So I just recently attended a conference in Florida for the Educators Forum meeting this summer. So I'm going to go ahead and enter my CRCEs so that I get continuing ed credits for that. So I'm going to click on the Education tab. That's going to pull up everything that's available through the AARC as far as education is concerned. So you can do online courses, you can pull up your transcripts and see what you've attended in past years. So if I clicked on that, I'm going to have to log in again. Oops. Go ahead and sign in. And as you can see, it's going to show me everything that I've attended in the last few years, as well as certificates that I was able to print out to show how many continuing credits I have. But let's go back and take a look at how I would enter education credits into the current conference that I just recently attended. So here's live events. So I'm going to go down, I can do webcasts if I chose to, but I'm going to actually go into the AARC meetings because that's what I attended. When I click on that button, it's going to pull up everything that's available or pending. I can go into state society meetings and see when each individual state meeting is and use that information to be able to pull up what their program lineup is, or I can go into the AARC meetings. So of course, because this is the next one that's coming up, that's going to be listed on top, but I'm going to go down to the summer forum section. This conference that I attended was right here, June 26th to 28th. And I can go ahead and click on that, and it's going to tell you a little bit about where the program was located. It will give you the opportunity. This is where I went ahead and booked when I did book my conference. But I'm going to go over here to this navigational tool, and I'm going to pull up Enter Summer Forum CRCEs. When I click on that, it's going to tell me how I'm going to log in order to be able to access and put information in so that I can get those continuing credits. So I'm going to log in one more time. And now this brings me to my CRCE manager. So this is where I'm going to go ahead and track the sessions that I attended. The other nice part about being a member and being able to, and having attended those sessions is that I have the ability to be able to pull up handouts. So if there is a particular lecture that I attended and I wanted the information from that lecture, I could go ahead and click on my handouts. Then I could go ahead and click on the lecture that I attended, and I'll be able to pull up those notes and those handouts that I could utilize for a future presentation that maybe I was giving. So that's a nice feature, being able to attend these programs and getting those handouts from the people that spoke. So we're going to go back to CRC Manager and my CRCE. Now it's going to tell me how I walk through doing that. Here's the list of all of the CRCEs that were available for that seminar that I did attend. So over here, it's going to tell me that this was the title of it, the State of the Profession, which was the opening remarks, the time that it was scheduled and the date, and then I would go ahead and click on how many credits that it would be worth. Now this section here is actually for the evaluation, and I've previously done most of the evaluations, but we'll do this one down here. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to click all of the sections that I did attend. I'm just going to walk through, very simple. Again, if I wanted to pull up what the presentation was about because I forgot, I'm able to pull it up right here. And of course, then I could go back and get those handouts just like we spoke about. I also have the opportunity to go to a section that tells me a little bit about the speaker and the sections that he did teach. So that's kind of a nice feature too if you're looking for something specific that a particular director or speaker did. But I'm going to go back to my CRCEs. So I'm going to double click back. Then I'm going to continue to move through my continuing ed credits so that I can get and print out my certificate. And then the log will be created with the American Association of Respiratory Care and we'll be good to go. So I'm going to take this section, this one, and this one. So if I click on this little clipboard, remember this is my evaluation session. So that's going to pull me up a form that I need to fill out in order to qualify for those educational credits. So I'm going to go ahead and click on overall quality of the speaker. Learning objectives were definitely met, so I'm going to strongly agree. And then overall quality of this presentation was excellent. Then I'm going to go ahead and submit. That will bring me back to my page with my sessions that I attended. You'll notice now that that is not highlighted anymore, so I can click that for my continuing ed. I'm going to hit save. It's going to tell me that, oh, looks like I made a mistake. You've selected more than one sessions during the same time. Okay, so let's go back and figure out what I did here. I'm going to take this one off because this was during the same time frame as leading the way, creating a culture of accountability, which is 215 to 340, and this one obviously fell in the middle of that, so I cannot qualify for both of those. So now let's go ahead and try saving again. Looks like my credits were successfully saved. So I'm going to page down to the bottom and I'm going to hit the next button. It's going to tell me that my session attendance is confirmed, and then if I'm finished, I can go ahead and hit the finish button. Or if I'm not finished, it will take me back to that screen where I would be able to add and amend and change things if necessary. But I'm finished, so I'm going to go to the next button. I'm going to go ahead and say that yes, I would like to submit my credits so that the AARC tracks it, and then I'm going to hit the finish button. So if I click on the certificate button, it will now pull out, or will now allow a certificate to be generated that I can save for my own records, and I'm going to go ahead and click here to print that and view it. So here we go, showing me that I attended that conference. I've earned 14.81 hours of CRCE at the summer forum. I'm going to go up to the printer button, go ahead and hit that because I do want to keep a record for myself. I'm going to go ahead and print both of those pages. Well, I hope I was able to demonstrate how you would walk through adding continuing education credits to the AARC website so that they will track them for you. Of course, it's really nice when the conferences are done through them because it makes life a lot easier when you're trying to manage your CRCEs. Thank you so much.